first stop on our trip with my wife and her parents was the small town of Lahaina. It's home to the oldest living banyan tree on the island and some of the most incredible clear waters to snorkel in. On our way to the town of Kapalua, we stopped at the popular Black Rock Beach to see all the fish on the reef. The amount of fish we saw here was incredible. But more importantly, to go do some cliff jumping. On one of the windy mornings, we headed out for a long hike along the rocky shoreline, and were able to catch a rare glimpse of a manta ray feeding along the rocks just at the surface. In the center of the island of Maui is the Io Valley State Park, a lush green rainforest stuck way high up in the clouds. This place had some of the coldest freshwater streams flowing down its banks, but man, was it beautiful. My favorite part of this trip was getting to go scuba diving for the first time. We dove at the Stonewall, Temple of Doom, and the Illua beach dive sites. The feeling of being 60 feet under the water's surface is unlike anything you've ever experienced. It's truly a gateway into another world, and I absolutely loved it. The last part of our trip took us to the infamous road to Hana. We drove a counterclockwise loop from Kihei to Hana, then to Kahului. This was a true road trip. No real destination in mind, and just constantly stopping to explore the things on the side of the road. Like these impressive waterfalls that were so beautiful, and we could go swimming in. Then we were off to the Kepalua National Park for a challenging and very muddy hike, but it was totally worth it. Later on the road trip, we hiked down to a hidden tide pool right next to the ocean that had a massive cliff to jump off of. The morning after we reached the town of Hana, we had a reservation to witness the unique black sand beaches of the Waianapanapa State Park. But let's be real, the highlight of this trip was the amount of sea turtles we were able to see, both on land sunning themselves and underwater swimming so gracefully.
Ha